Nano banana prompts. Number 2.
Blueprint, technical drawing. Intricate blueprint, technical drawing of a mechanical heart, centered in a perfectly symmetrical composition designed for a 4:3 aspect ratio. The heart is a marvel of steampunk engineering, featuring interlocking brass gears, miniature steam valves, and coiled copper filaments that mimic muscular fibers. The art style evokes the precision of a 19th-century patent illustration, combined with the delicate, observant ink strokes of Leonardo da Vinci's anatomical notebooks. The background is a deep, faded Prussian blue parchment, textured with age and subtle creases. Crisp, white architectural lines and faint cyan grid markers define the internal mechanisms, accompanied by elegant, illegible handwritten annotations and geometric schematics in the margins. Lighting is flat and analytical, highlighting the complex layering of pistons and chambers without harsh shadows, emphasizing a mood of scientific wonder and vintage industrial craftsmanship. Isometric, exploded view. Highly detailed isometric exploded view of a complex mechanical heart, centered symmetrically within a 4:3 composition. Each intricate component, from micropistons and translucent synthetic valves to delicate brass gears and silver hydraulic lines, is suspended in midair along precise geometric axes, revealing the sophisticated internal architecture. The aesthetic blends the meticulous, fine-lined draftsmanship of Renaissance technical sketches with the sleek, high-tech polish of futuristic industrial design. A soft, cyan bioluminescent glow pulses from the central power core, casting ethereal light across the surrounding brushed metal surfaces. The lighting is dramatic and focused, utilizing sharp rim highlights and soft volumetric shadows to emphasize the depth and three-dimensional form of the floating parts. The color palette features a sophisticated harmony of deep charcoal, burnished copper, and polished steel, creating an atmosphere of advanced scientific discovery and masterful craftsmanship. Patent application illustration. A highly detailed 19th-century patent application illustration of a complex mechanical heart, centered in a symmetrical composition on an aged, textured parchment background. The design features an intricate fusion of brass gears, miniature steam pistons, and delicate copper conduits, all meticulously rendered with fine-line black ink and precise cross-hatching. The style reflects the analytical draftsmanship of Leonardo da Vinci's codices, utilizing subtle stippling and faded sepia washes to define depth and form. Technical callouts and thin leader lines emanate from the central mechanism, suggesting a complex internal anatomy of valves and clockwork. The lighting is flat and even, characteristic of archival blueprints, highlighting the crisp contours and shadows of the mechanical components. The 4:3 frame captures the entire schematic with generous margins, evoking a sense of historical scientific discovery and industrial innovation. Pencil schematic drawing. Detailed pencil schematic of a complex mechanical heart, centered in a symmetrical composition on aged, foxed parchment paper. In the style of a Renaissance polymath, featuring delicate cross-hatching, fine-point graphite lines, and soft charcoal shading that emphasizes three-dimensional form. The heart is an intricate fusion of anatomical accuracy and visionary clockwork, with interlocking brass gears, tiny hydraulic pistons, and coiled copper wires mimicking the pulmonary system. The lighting is soft and directional, as if from a single flickering candle, casting faint, long shadows across the textured grain of the paper. A palette of sepia, muted ochre, and deep graphite grays dominates the scene. The 4:3 composition highlights the central organ with peripheral, faded sketches of individual cogs and lever mechanisms in the margins. Every stroke captures a sense of intellectual wonder and meticulous craftsmanship, with faint lead smudges and ghosted erased guidelines adding to the authentic, hand-drawn aesthetic. CAD wireframe view. Intricate 3D CAD wireframe of an anatomically precise mechanical heart, perfectly centered in a symmetrical composition optimized for a 4:3 aspect ratio. The design features a complex web of luminous cyan and electric blue vector lines, revealing multiple translucent layers of microgears, miniature hydraulic actuators, and delicate synthetic valves. Inspired by the meticulous technical drafting of Leonardo da Vinci, merged with the sleek, futuristic industrial precision of Sid Mead, the image displays fine calligraphic technical notations and floating mathematical coordinates. Set against a deep obsidian blue void, the structure radiates a steady phosphor glow, with sharp highlights on every vertex and intersection. The mood is one of clinical perfection and high-tech awe, captured through a high-resolution digital blueprint aesthetic with a subtle background coordinate grid and faint holographic data overlays.